The debate about the nuclear industry in South Australia coincides with the National Action Summit into solar power that's being held in Brisbane. One of the big issues of solar power is the ability to store energy for later use. US company Tesla has just launched a battery storage system in Australia, and now an Australian entrepreneur is about to launch a rival product. Simon Hackett is speaking at the Solar Summit today and believes in 10 years solar batteries will be as common in people's homes and businesses as broadband is now.
There's already a substrate in place. We've already got solar systems installed very widely, and adding a battery to an existing solar system is a lot more straightforward than the initial decision to put the solar up in the first place. So we're very much teed up for this to happen now.
But how can you hope to take on Tesla, a huge name in energy storage and batteries, which has already launched here? You've also got Panasonic and LG, also with a big presence in the market.
Well, Ros, we make a different sort of battery. The company I'm involved with, called Redflow, makes a different sort of beastie called a zinc-bromine flow battery, and we think it's actually a much better suited thing to this job. It's a better mousetrap for this job. And the other reason we think we can succeed is, frankly, that everyone in this realm can succeed. We think that battery installations are going to go so mad in the next 10 years that everyone, Tesla, ourselves, and all the other guys, will actually be extremely busy just keeping up with demand. We think we're at the start of something big.
OK, but what is going to be the tipping point to push people towards solar power and batteries?
There's really been two of them. One, frankly, is Tesla, who've actually shown the world that a storage battery doesn't just be a boring little box. You can have it in a choice of colours. It can actually be something attractive to have in your house. So there's a bit of a fashion statement there. But really the primary trigger is actually the looming disappearance of feed-in tariffs. Feed-in tariffs are the thing that got solar installations to really be jump-started in this country. They are now starting to roll off. In some states, they'll all be disappearing by the end of 2016 and 2017. And when you take a feed-in tariff away, you take away the economic incentive to send energy to the grid, and now you've got a new incentive to keep it yourself and to self-consume it.
OK. Does this mean that more and more people will be going off-grid then?
No, interestingly, it doesn't. There's a real meme suggesting that if you're mad as hell about losing a feed-in tariff, you'll buy a battery and unplug from the grid. In reality, the economics are much more in favour of buying a battery that's the right size for your average use and then staying on the grid to take all the excess and the overage. And the nice thing about doing that as well is that there's a future evolution of the grid where you'll then start selling that energy back to the grid in the times when the grid needs it the most. So actually, batteries add to the grid situation, they don't subtract from it.
Do you detect a change in the political attitude around now to renewable energy and solar that will boost the uptake of it?
Well, I certainly see a positive change in the sense, I guess, of the absence of a negative. With the change of federal leadership, at least things seem to stop getting worse, and I think we're now on the cusp of them getting better in terms of government support at all levels for renewables to be augmented in the grid by batteries. So I'm quite positive that as they start rolling out, we will see more government incentives to understand that and to help to drive it as well.
And the price will come down because they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, exactly. The thing to remember is this is like solar panels 15 years ago, when only the hardy and the really keen early adopters could afford them. But it was those early adopters that helped get the volume up and that helped drive the price down. The next 10 years in batteries, the same thing. As people take them up, the volume will go up and the cost will come way down, and that adoption will go completely mad.
Simon Hackett, great to talk to you. Thank you.
My pleasure.
A joint